What up, guys? GangstaPranksta back with a brand new episode of Gangsta Plays. Today we are here with episode 311, and oh my god, we've got a huge game. Before we get into that, hope you guys enjoyed the last episode of Gangsta Plays, episode 310, where we played a random game. Actually, we played two random games, and we used the marble system again, so in case you missed that episode, go check it out. And it was a two-game episode because I wasn't really feeling the first game, and I decided to switch on to the next one, so it's actually two games in one. Enough about that. Let's talk about today's episode, because like I just said, we've got a huge, massive game, maybe one of the biggest games. I don't want to hype it up too much, but this is a game that I would say is widely considered a very, very good game. I would say probably the best game on Switch, according to people. Lots of 10s across the boards, high 9s, critically acclaimed. The sequel just came out, Tears of the Kingdom. That's why we're playing this game. But today's episode, we are here with The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. Big game. Been wanting to play this for a very long time. I wanted to save it for like a special episode, but this, episode 311, it's not a number that means anything to me, but it just coincides with, like I said, the sequel. So, you know what? Fuck it, we'll play it now. And I am quite excited. It's a little weird that there's no music in the main menu. It's just been silence. I've been here for a few minutes kind of fiddling with my recording settings and stuff like that, just making sure everything's perfect. And just the dead silence is just so gross. But it's got some pretty visuals from what we've seen so far. But you know what? Without further ado, let's hit new game. Let's start this bad boy up. We are going to overwrite because it's one of those games when you launch, it automatically throws you into a cutscene. So I skipped through it. Did I skip through it? No, I think I let it play it out. I was working on my stuff. And finally had an opportunity to go to the main menu, so that is it. I haven't played this game. I actually haven't seen much, if any, gameplay of this game. I've really just been off the radar when it comes to mainly Nintendo games, I would say. Are we gonna have dialogue? Or is this like a Mario game where there's no dialogue? Or voiceover, that's what I meant. Not Mario games do have dialogue. But is Zelda gonna have dialogue? Voiceover. God damn it. Say the right thing. I did hear someone say something.
Open your eyes.
Okay, we have voiceovers. We brought the whole budget out for Zelda.
Wake up, Link.
And there is our boy Link, the half-man, half-elf. I'm going to say it right now. I said it a little bit when I talked about this game in the last episode. I just briefly talked about it at the very end. I have never played a Zelda game. I know it's going to blow a lot of people's minds. I was never a Nintendo kid, in case you're new to the series. I grew up more with a PlayStation. I did have a Game Boy, but it was like 90% playing Pokemon, and the other 10% was like Mario and a couple games here and there. Never played Zelda, always heard a lot of good things. People rave about the games like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, that's the other one. I think that's the N64 one. Those are the two. Well, now this is the third where people talk about this in such high regard. We got move, we got camera, and we've only got 3 hearts. Oh, wrong button. There's our system. Cool. Oh, there's a run button. Is there no jump? What is this? Oh, that's weird for jump. What the fuck? The Y or the X. Goddamn, I'm not used to playing Switch. The X button, which would be the triangle button on a PlayStation controller, that is jump. Fucking weird. Yeah, so anyways, never played a Zelda game.
Is a Sheikah slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
Sure. So yeah, I don't know too much about Link. I don't know anything about the story. I am going in brand new. A mysterious tablet with a glowing center. You've never seen this device before, and yet there's something quite familiar about it. Where did I get the word quite? There's something familiar about it. I have no idea. I just pulled that out of my butt. So, yeah, I never played Zelda, and I figured if you're going to play a Zelda game, you might as well play... Oh, it's actually on our hip. That's pretty cool. You might as well play the best one, right? I don't know what would be the worst. Maybe somebody can let me know in the comments section what would be the worst Zelda game. I got some well-worn trousers. These old trousers are threadbare in spots, but they're surprisingly comfortable. The legs are a bit too short, though. Cool. We will equip after. Just want to loot everything. Probably get like a full-on outfit. Got an old shirt. Cool. Got a barrel. Gonna drop that for now. That's more of a Donkey Kong thing, you know. Put down the barrel. I don't want to steal his gimmick. Are we just walking over? Actually, hold on. Let me put on my clothes because in case it triggers something. Equip. Beautiful. I'm used to him wearing some green, or it might be a girl. I know that's a misconception that I am aware of, where Zelda is the name of the princess, who's a woman, or a girl, whatever. And our friend Link here, that's the name of the main character, he's not Zelda, but it's called Zelda, The Legend of Zelda. Like I said, I don't know the whole story. Authenticating. Blah blah blah, slight confirmed. Don't know how to pronounce that word. I know they said it, but I wasn't paying attention. Honestly, I'm just kind of jonesing to get out in the world. Because, you know, people have said such fantastic things about this game.
You are the light.
Oh, wow.
Our light. That must shine upon Hyrule once again.
Hyrule, that's the name of the world.
Now go.
I know I've seen and heard that before, Hyrule. And, yeah, I just, not recently learned, but in the past few years, learned that it was associated with Zelda. I tried to sprint up. I thought the sprint option kind of applied to climbing, where it'd be faster, but that was not the case. Here we have the open world. Look at it. It's all ours. And there's DLC too, I forgot about that. So not only do you have the full campaign, the full map, whatever there is to do, there's also some DLC. Not sure if it's... I know there's dungeon events. I don't know if that's exclusive to the DLC or the DLC has more of them. Not too sure. But I know there is DLC for this game because, you know, it was an option in the main menu. I saw this glow. We're going to take it. We don't know what this is. It's a stick. Or a tree branch, whatever. Gives us 2 damage. Attack with weapon. Hiya! We're going to go see Buddy there with the cloak. Let's just take a look around here. I guess this is kind of Skyrim-ish, right? Except less monsters. Very peaceful and calm. But it's also the beginning of the game, so I don't think they would send like a dragon at me or some wolves. Or whatever there is. Oh, we got some stuff over there. Oh, okay, you can zoom in. Hell yeah, I saw this over here. Okay, cool. I didn't think it was going to... No. God damn it, I think I placed a wave. I did, but I'm going to ignore it for now. Crouching increases your stealth, making it easier to sneak up on foes and animals. Am I going to have to hunt? Got a Hylian shroom. Cool. Should I get another stick? I assume the branches are very, weak and will probably break. So, I'll pick up a few. I'll pick up whatever I can, to be honest. Until it's like, yeah, you can't loot anymore. More branches. We're gonna be eating good tonight with all the shrooms. I actually like myself a nice mushroom soup. I know it's a weird one. Oh, I can climb a tree? What the hell? Is there any reason to? Am I gonna have enough stamina for this? And are the no, it doesn't look like the leaves are gonna get in the way, the branches. This is a tall tree. Okay, I'm going down. I don't think there's any point to it. And oh god, so not, I want to let go, but it's probably gonna damage me. I'm gonna hit it now. Oh, no fall damage. Okay, at least from there. Link. Who's talking?
Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
The one that I marked? Because I definitely fucked that up. Yeah, here's mine. Can I take this out? Delete. Yes. We are going over here. Follow the slates. We're going there. We're just having a good time, goddammit. Don't rush me. Oh, there's our objective now. I want to take this nice and slow. I really want to enjoy this. I want to see what all the hype's about. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure this game deserves like all the hype in the world. Like I said, most, if not everybody, has said positive things. I have heard a couple people say that they found it a little bit boring, but you know, that's just gonna happen. Let's see if I can climb this tree and get the fruit. But yeah, the people that have said it's boring, like, it's a very small minority, so you're gonna have people that like stuff and people that hate stuff, so you kind of just take it with a grain of salt. I beg your pardon, I do believe that is my baked apple. I apologize. I got you fresh apples, though. You can't just go about taking whatever you please. Forgive me. I could not resist pulling your leg. Please help yourself, and an apple and an open flame make for a succulent treat. Actually, baked apples probably are some of the grossest shit. Just the consistency is very weird. It is a bit strange to see another soul in these parts. Who are you? Me? I'll spare you my life story. Appreciate that. I'm just an old fool who's lived here alone for quite some time now. What brings a bright-eyed young man like you to a place like this? Answering a question with a question. That is fair enough. As I cannot imagine our meeting to be a simple coincidence, I shall tell you. This is the Great Plateau. According to the legend, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule. Nice lantern. I'm assuming that's not his house. That temple there, long ago, it was the site of many sacred ceremonies. Ever since the decline of the kingdom, hundreds of years ago, it has sat abandoned in a state of decay. I kind of like it, though, like with the overgrown stuff growing on the front. Yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self. Alright, cool. Got ourselves a torch. Well then, just help yourself to that torch there, and how, may I ask, are you planning to use it? It's a secret. I see. Well then, do as you please. There are plenty of monsters ahead of here. Remember that you can use that as a weapon if need be. However, do not just swing it around without purpose. You must face your opponents and lock your sights on them. Hold that button. Gotcha. Okay. Thank you for your help, sir. Appreciate the apple and the torch he gave me. I see a battle axe over here. Can we take this bad boy? A woodcutter's axe. Oh, we're going Minecraft with it? Let's go. I actually almost, like, played it the other day. I was like, man, I haven't played Minecraft in a while. Let me, hop on. See if anything's changed. I think there's been a big update since I last played. Oh, that's cute with the lily pads. It's like a circle. But, yeah, I like to hop on every once in a while and see what the, new changes are. New mobs, if they add new mobs, and just kind of mess around. What the fuck are these guys? I just want to see their name. Oh, you know what? Oh, I was gonna do stealth, but they just spotted me and they got their weapons. All right, I give. Are they coming? Oh, I fucking. Sorry, sir. Startled myself. Okay, it looks like I can climb up any hill, which is pretty sweet. I wonder if there's like an eating mechanic where like this is really a survival game. Or is it just kind of explore? I don't think they would add the eating part to a game like this. Nintendo usually go, the temperature is getting dangerously low, find warmth sooner, you'll take damage. Okay, that kind of survival game. Gotcha. We're gonna have to build the better clothing. I'm gonna see if I can stealth in these guys real quick. See what they're up to. They look like they're having a great time. Having a meal? Big steak there. Okay, they're curious about me. They have spotted me. Okay. The AI is not that dumb. If you guys want to come to my rock, I will fight you. Come, you pigs? Are they pigs? They're weird looking creatures. They're like gremlins. But they have like pig snouts. Okay. I'm not going to mess with them just yet. But I will come back for that steak. I see. Okay, hold on. My branch is badly damaged. Wow, that sucked. Give me... Thank God I picked up... Oh. Can I just punch him? No. Ow. Get back here. Okay, so the tree branches suck. And these guys are actually pushovers. They're not as difficult as I thought they were going to be. They look very menacing, but I think I handled myself quite well. I see a lot of cool stuff that I want to explore. We're going to go to the temple first. What the fuck? This really is Minecraft. Hello? Are you... You are an enemy. Okay. Choo-choo jelly, a gelatinous substance that came from a choo-choo. It's unusable in this state, but applying a bit of elemental stimulation will change its form. Cool. I'm assuming some heat. Probably cook it. It turns into like a rubber, and then we use the rubber to make items. I would love this guy's, his club. Thank you, buddy. Boko Club. Wait, what else do we got? I got a Bokoblin horn. The severed horn of a Bokoblin, a creature often encountered on the plains of Hyrule. It isn't edible, but it can be tossed into a stew with some critters to make an elixir. Let's go in here and see if anything is here. Anything cool? Is it going to be worth exploring? I think so, right? Like, I should just explore everything still. But this looks like a dud. So yeah, I have high standards for this game. I've heard lots of good things. And I'm just very excited to play. So I kind of expect the best. And nothing less. Boom, sick combo. I'm going to pull out another branch. frame rate is taking a bit of a dip. I got a bokoblin fang. A tooth obtains from a bokoblin. I don't know how you really pronounce that. Bokoblin. It's worn down and not very sharp, but it's still pretty hard. Cook it alongside. Ew, you're gonna use that in cooking? You're not gonna, like, turn that into a weapon? Like, put it on a tree branch and make a spike or something? Something good. Highland trousers. It's not bad. Maybe I can go in the cold area now. Not really. Gonna wait till I get like a scarf and mitts and stuff. What happens when I deplete the stamina? If your stamina wheel runs out, you'll be too tired to do certain actions until it fills up again. Okay, that's pretty quick. What do we got in... Ooh, this like claw thing scared me as soon as I saw it. I'm like, oh, new enemy already? It's gonna whip my ass. Thankfully, this thing is not alive. Whatever it is. I don't even know if it's a creature. So far, it's not bad. I would like a little more music. Just a soft... Just like a soft something. Piano. I mean, there we just had a little... I'm gonna use the club. There we just had like a little music notes. But I want some consistent music. Cause just hearing like crickets and shit, it just I don't know. Like, I get it, it fits with the world, but I don't know. Whenever there's like a lack of music in games, it just makes it boring to me. Like, what am I supposed to... Like, music is very important to a game, movie, whatever media you're consuming. It dictates everything. Oh, hold on. Got some arrows. Cool. Let me break all these pots. Oh, another chest there. Oh, I see why we got all our arrows. We've got a bow now. But yeah, I think music's very important for a game. Or like I said, movie, TV show, whatever you're watching. It adds to it. It adds to the, you know, the ambiance, adds to the tension, whatever this going on in the scene. It dictates a lot. Is that it for this temple? Is there not more to it? Or am I not even in the temple? There's like a back area or something. No, that's the whole temple. Actually, this is not even where we need to go. We need to go... Where's my map button? Here's my map button. I need to go over there. I thought it would have been the temple because they were talking about the temple when we were... Oh, hold on, we got a ladder. I knew there was got to be something more to this. What do we got on top besides tremendous amounts of potential death all around me? Oh, I guess we can maybe try and get up there. I would assume we'd have to go around here. There's no way they're making it easy for me. Just gonna take the long path. There's gotta be something sweet for me. Let me see if I can go up here. Oh, I can. I thought he'd be like sliding off or something, but he's got good balance. Oh, we've got a chest. What's in it? It's gotta be some good clothing. Come on. Soldier's bow. 14 damage. Not bad. This seems like a fucking Assassin's Creed, you know, leap from it, and then you end up in a hay barrel. Oh, look at that giant skull there. But there's no barrels of hay here. Let's see if there's an easy... I'm just gonna use the ladder. Yeah. Not gonna make this difficult for me. It seems like a perfect game for a horse. I'm assuming there's gonna be a horse. Actually, I think I did see a horse in the main menu, and it was cycling through all those images. I believe I saw a Link on a horse, which would make traversing so much better. I still have ways to go, I guess. Hold on. I really want to try the fall damage, but I'm already down a heart, and I don't want to risk any more. Even though I could probably just eat an apple. I kind of want to fuck these guys up. Test myself. You know what? Come for it. Don't use all my stamina. Okay, he fought back. Give me another one. Boom. Give me the horn, give me the fangs, give me the whole thing. And give me this. We got a seared steak. Boom. Actually, should I cook apples? Do I have an option? Oh. No, that's my club! Put that out. Put that out right now. I don't want my club on fire. Give me my branch. Okay, it's not on fire anymore. Thank God. What is so important about this? Actually, something I'm interested in as well is if this actually follows like a timeline. Like if all the games are part of a story. Oh, hold on. He's got a shield. Hold on. Let me bring out... Oh, I set myself up there. Let me try my axe. Damn, that is better than any fucking club that I've picked up so far. Oh man, and he's got a sword? Give me your sword, buddy. Oh my god, you decked me out. Fuck it, I'm gonna take on these guys too. Get over here. You guys, what do you got? Oh, you guys got bows and arrows too. Oh, I was trying to dodge there. Okay, these swords have got to be good, right? Oh, they actually take the item with them. Ooh, what do we got here? We got a... Oh, this is stuff I already have. It looked a lot different. But as I was saying, I wonder if all the stories kind of go together. All the Zelda games. Or is this part of like a new... I don't want to say timeline, but new world, whatever. What is this going to unlock? Oh, this probably updates our map, right? With new stuff? Sheikah Tower activated. Please watch for falling rocks. Cool. It said watch out for falling rocks, doofus. Actually, the whole thing might collapse. Oh my god, there's squirrels! Kind of. What did we just awaken? Oh, we got green vocal goblins. God damn, look at that tower! That's mine? Is that's my base? And is there like an escalator that goes down? Because that doesn't look fun to go up and down. Oh, you're awake. Perfect. Great Plateau Tower. Distilling local information. are you doing? This is a firmware update? Oh, now we get to see like what the region looks like. Regional map extracted. Sweet, thank you. Remember. Try to remember. Is this a fucking Mario story? You've been asleep for the past 100 years. God damn. It's gotta be well rested.
The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end.
That is definitely a beast. Holy shit. Remember when I said the final boss, that I'm ready for him? I didn't mean it.
Now then. You must hurry, Link.
I'm gonna take my time.
Before it's too late.
All these goddamn princesses being kidnapped and put in a goddamn castle. I'm sick of it. You guys start a union or something, alright? Maybe I'll get some shit done. Can I got a climb down option. Anything else over here? What is this? This is just blue? Definitely. Oh, I thought I fucking fell off. That would have been a very sad moment. Okay, let's climb down. I'm just gonna let go. Okay, now where the hell do I go? Wow, this is not fun. You really do have to fucking scale the whole thing. There's gotta be an easier way. Like I said, guys, escalator. Escalator was probably the best invention. Oh, who the hell's yelling at me? Oh, shit, buddy. You got a hang glide? My, it would seem we have quite the enigma here. This tower and others just like it have erupted across the land, one after another. It is almost as though a long-dormant power has awoken quite suddenly. If you do not mind me asking, did anything odd occur while you were atop of that tower? I heard a voice. We're gonna tell him. Well now, a voice you say. And did you happen to recognize this mysterious voice? I think so, but we're gonna say no. I see, well, that is unfortunate. I assume you caught sight of that atrocity enshrouding the castle? That is Calamity Ganon. 100 years ago, that vile entity brought the kingdom of Hyrule to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain that evil, but just barely. There it festers, building its strength for the moment it will unleash its blight upon the land once again. It would appear that moment is fast approaching. I must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to the castle? Abso-frickin-lutely. I had a feeling you would say that. Here on this isolated plateau, we are surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs with no way down. If you were to try and jump off, well, no death could be more certain or more foolish. Of course, if you had a paraglider like mine, that would be quite another story. Wow, you can be an absolute asshole. Paraglider? Oh, piqued your interest, have I? Yes, I didn't come soaring down here on my own feathery wings, you know. Worry not, I will happily agree to give you my paraglider, but not for nothing. Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? What do you have in mind? Couple rubies, maybe some gold coins, your adventure logs. Come, let me show you something. Hopefully walks a little faster. But yeah, what I was saying about the escalator, great invention. I would say second behind air conditioning. That is number one. Ooh. Do you see that structure there? The one shining with a strange light? It began glowing at the exact moment those towers rose up from the ground. Oh, it looks pretty cool. I would think such a place might house some sort of treasure. Wouldn't you? Treasure for the paraglider? A fair exchange, I believe. Alright, you got yourself a deal. I'm gonna go. What's the worst thing that can happen? Can we fish? I see fishies. Can we swim? This is one of those fucking games where water kills you? No, you can swim. Can we dive? If we can, I don't know the button. Let me get out of the water. Beautiful. I'll just cross this. I was gonna go around, but I'm just fuck it. We'll go across the non-existent bridge. Ooh, what are these boxes? See a couple of them here. Omen Owl Shrine. Okay, that is a pretty solid box. Got a couple more there. That looks like a... Oh, a chest! Can I open it? Is there no dive? I don't think there is. But there's a chest in there. And there's just this solid piece of rock. It looks like a metal of some sort. Let me go in the shrine. Maybe I'll find a genie lamp or something. Travel gate registered to map. Cool, we got some fast travel. Access granted. Okay, is there treasure in here or what? Oh, this is like a dungeon, I'm assuming. Are we going down? Yep. Heck of an elevator. To you who sets foot in this shrine, I am Omen Owl in the name of the goddess blah blah blah. This looks like puzzles. We got the Magnus trial. Okay, we got like constellations. Cool, cool. What the hell am I even trying to solve? Distilling ruin. The droplet of like liquid is weird in my opinion. We got magnesis. Manipulate metallic objects using magnetism. Oh my god, I just became Magneto. Use the ruin. Pretty interesting. I can activate. Oh, we're moving this stuff. I only need the one, to be honest. Keep that one there for decoration. Now we can move stuff with our minds. Kind of, not really. Oh, hold on, I pressed the wrong button. Got a box here. Can't I just jump over this? I guess there's multiple ways you could solve this. What the fuck are you? Did I do something? Okay, I'm gonna try fighting this guy. Come at me, buddy. Okay. Oh, hold on. Looked a lot scarier than it really was. We got an ancient spring. Cute. Hold on, there's one more. Got another one. I'm assuming we just build the path. Wouldn't I be... No, I guess I can't jump that far. Yeah, that should be good. Got a box there. Can I... Come here, Mr. Chest. What do you got for me? Something cool. Come on. That is not cool. I already have that. I think I have a couple of them. Oh, I'm probably gonna need those boxes now, right? Or can I just open this door? No, I can just open the door. Ooh, what do we got here? Examine. Oh, what the fuck? That is some weird looking creature in there. That is a mummy that's not been, like, mummified. It looks like if you take off all the bandages, that's what this thing looks like. You have proven to possess the resolve of a true hero. I am Omen Owl, the creator of this trial. You look like you've been waiting centuries for someone to find you, buddy. I am a humble monk, blessed with the sight of Goddess Hyla. With your arrival, my duty is now fulfilled. In the name of the Goddess Hyla, allow me to bestow this gift upon you. Hey man, you already gave me magnetism powers. This spirit orb. Well, I'm not gonna turn down that. You know, that sounds pretty cool. Do you feel different? A symbol of courage given to those who have overcome the challenges of a shrine. There's probably like 1,000 to collect. May the goddess smile upon you. Can you teleport me out of here like you did? Well, actually, it's load screen, so that's not bad. Oh, hold on. Where's Buddy? Oh, just paragliding in from wherever. It seems you managed to get your hands on a spirit orb. Well done. Clairvoyance, or perhaps just something similar. As one gets older, it can become more difficult to see what is right before one's own eyes. However, that which was once hidden from view can often be crystal clear. But perhaps that is not true for everyone. The appearance of those towers and the awakening of this shrine it is all connected to that Sheikah slates you carry on your hip there. Appreciate it. Can I have the paraglider now? I have yet to finish. God damn it. Long ago, a highly advanced tribe known as the Sheikah inhabited these lands. The great power of their wisdom saved this kingdom time and time again. But their ancient technologies disappeared long ago, or so it is said. It is interesting, however, to think how something like that survived all this time. hidden away in a shrine. These shrines are tucked away in numerous places across the land. On this plateau alone, I believe there are still 3 more. Bring me the treasures from each of those shrines and I will give... Get the fuck out of here, bro. What the hell? That was not the deal. Oh, well, I suppose I changed my mind. I'm sure that won't be a problem for a young go-getter like yourself. Since I'm feeling generous, I will also teach you a trick for finding shrines. It's always best to survey the area by looking around from a high point. Let's see here. How about... Oh, God. You got it. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. I admire your eagerness, child, but allow me to teach you something else before you go. Take a look at the map on your Sheikah slates. I don't know why I keep saying slat.
Ooh.
See those blue icons? You should recognize the cave where you woke, the shrine you came... Wait, what the fuck? You should recognize the cave where you woke, the shrine you came from, and the tower. Okay. I was doing the accent, it just got weird. You can travel instantly to any of these places with the Sheikah slate. Or so I heard quite some time ago. I do not know if that actually works as such. Yeah, thanks. You know what would be great when I go up and I, view the whole world? Jumping off with a paraglider. That'd be fucking sweet. I think I have to go there regardless. But you know what? I think this is a nice time for a little drink break. For the past few episodes, we've tried different flavors of Prime, Logan Paul's drink, and I am here with the finale. This is going to be the finale, the trilogy of the Prime saga. We started out with the ice pop flavor. Oh, this sewer does not look good. Yeah, I just got eaten by something. I didn't know this was Florida. What the fuck? Why do you have swamps here? Oh, I lost a heart. God damn it. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Started out with episode 309. We tried the ice pop flavor. That was the first one. That was a banger. I actually got one the other day. I was at a gas station and I was quite parched. And I was like, I could use a cold drink. It was a fucking hot day. It was an inferno. Like, it was hot as shit. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go get myself a nice cold drink. Looked in the little fridgies. Oh, hold on. We got an animal over here. Pig or something. And I saw the ice pop flavor. I tried it again. Still really good. Last episode, we had the strawberry watermelon. Are you friendly? That is not something a friendly thing would do. Asshole. Last episode, we tried the watermelon strawberry combo. Didn't really care for it, to be honest. It didn't hit this. It didn't. I didn't like it. I was trying to think of other words to describe it. I was just like, I didn't really like it. I didn't really care for it. I didn't enjoy it as much as the ice pop. But we are here with the third one. We are here with the. Let me see the flavor. It is Tropical Punch. That is the flavor. I have not tried it yet. Bottle is still sealed. I'm going to crack it open after I go to this little fire. I hear people running. Oh, what the fuck? Where'd you come from? Whoa, so what are you doing? Yeah. Blast it all, my back is acting up again. I suppose that blah blah blah. Enough hunting for a day. You can pass time by the fire. Sit by the fire until morning. Yeah. Probably get fucked up at night. Okay. We're going to crack this bad boy open. Let's try the third flavor. There we go. We hear a fresh crack. And now let's try the flavor. Tropical Punch. Not bad. It does taste like, fruit punch. As the title says, It tastes a little watered down. which, you know, I'm not crazy about. I would have liked it to have, you know, a stronger tropical punch flavor. But yeah, it's good, but just tastes a little watered down. Not bad. I would say 2 out of 3. Not bad. What is this plant here? Just disappeared. I heard something pop up. Oh, it's a warthog. Okay, I thought it was the old man again. Got a Hyrule herb. Cool. Smoke that Hyrule herb. Get high as shit. I know. I'm probably gonna have to just go back and be on top of the tower to scout. I don't want to, though. I just want to kind of explore. I see bees. Definitely don't want to fuck with some bees. I just kind of want to explore and stumble upon whatever the hell I need. But yeah, probably no more prime taste testings unless I come across one, but that will probably be it. We ended the trilogy. It was pretty good. 2/3 were good. Watermelon strawberry, I didn't really care for. I didn't really mean for that to, like, be a segment on the past few episodes. Oh, why do you have to call your buddies? God damn it. But yeah, I didn't mean for this to be like a ongoing segment. But it just ended up being one. And if you have had... No, I don't want to change shields. If you have had Prime, what flavors have you tried and what flavors do you like? Let me know in the comment section. That's a pretty cool looking chest. Can't carry anymore. I'm gonna have to clear up my inventory. Let's see what's in here. A valuable ore that gives off a mesmerizing iridescence similar to the inside of a seashell. It contains the power of water. Opal. But yeah, now we can kind of delve into my topic list that I have created for this episode. I did watch a few things. I watched 2 movies. And I'm going to talk a little bit about some wrestling. I meant to talk about wrestling in the last episode. Completely slipped my mind because when we switched to the second game, it kind of messed me up for everything. So I forgot to talk about some wrestling. So I will touch on a little wrestling talk. Got a couple thoughts and opinions. A lot of stuff has happened since the last time we talked about wrestling. It's been about a month's time. Last time we were talking about wrestling, we were kind of talking about like the post-Mania stuff. Well, Mania's kind of come and gone, and the last pay-per-view was WWE WrestleMania Backlash, which looked like a decent show. Like, the card looked okay, but the show looked pretty cool. I've seen clips of like stuff that has gone viral, like Carlito's, one-time return, Savio Vega, and the Cody match with Brock. It seemed like a decent show. Like, the crowd seemed super hot from the clips that I've seen. They cheered everything. Like, they loved absolutely everything. So it seemed like a good crowd. I haven't watched the show. If I watch any matches from there, it will probably be the Bad Bunny Damian Priest, because I do want to check that out. And it would probably be the main event, Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. Even though I know the outcome, I still kind of want to watch the match. So we'll start from Impact Wrestling, and then we'll kind of work our way up. We'll save WWE for last. So in the news of Impact Wrestling, there was 2 big things that kind of happened. The first one being they got a new world champion, which ended up being Steve Maclin. Even though the match was like Kushida versus Steve Maclin, we kind of already knew who was going to be the world champion. Like, I don't think anybody saw Kushida winning the Impact World title. Like, crazier stuff has happened, like when Pentagon won it, but I don't think they were gonna put the title on Kushida. Like, it just wouldn't make sense. So putting it on Maclin was the only person they really had to put it on, to be honest. There's nobody else that was kind of ready for that position. And I haven't seen any of his run yet as champion, but just the fact that he's even champion, like where he came from, where he was part of a tag team that no one really cared about, the Forgotten Sons. You probably forgot about them. And to work his way in Impact, get hired, reinvent himself, come in with a completely different look, because people were probably used to seeing him with like the beard and stuff. That's one thing I remember about the Forgotten Sons. They all had like huge ass beards. And when he came to TNA, I'm gonna be honest, I thought it was a very weird hire. I was like, okay, I'm open to seeing what somebody, giving somebody a chance. But I didn't expect it to kind of evolve into anything. And just to see how far he's come into his own, and now he's the world champion, I think that's just a really, really cool story. So shout out to Steve Macklin. Hope he has a good reign. And the other Impact Wrestling news that I thought was pretty cool was Trinity Fatu, formerly known as Naomi in WWE, has joined TNA. I thought that was a really cool one. Part of me kind of thought that she would join New Japan with Mercedes Moné, just because they're super close. I thought that she would follow in Mercedes' footsteps, but I'm glad that she kind of, did her own thing, going to Impact Wrestling. I like that a lot, to be honest. Adds a big name to the roster. I think would make the women's title picture pretty interesting, because from what I've seen, it's kind of been bouncing around like Mickie James, Jordynne Grace, Masha Slamovich a little bit, and Deonna Purrazzo. So having Trinity in there will definitely spice it up. So shout out to her. And she's another one that's kind of come a long way, where, I remember she was a Funkadactyl. She was just kind of whatever, and eventually really blossomed into like a solid singles wrestler. Obviously, whatever happened in WWE, and she's on her own now and going to Impact Wrestling. So I think that's pretty cool. Some cool stuff for Impact Wrestling. Obviously, there was a hurdle there with Josh Alexander getting hurt and having to relinquish the title, and he was like their guy. And it seems like they're handling their stuff quite well. So shout out to Impact Wrestling. Next, we'll jump into some AEW news. First one was the debut of Roderick Strong. It was funny. I was watching this live. I just happened to switch the channel. They were doing the segment. And when it happens, at first, like the entrance appeared and stuff. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? I assumed it was two people. One, I assumed it was going to be the Acclaimed and Billy Gunn, because they just finished feuding with Menard, Cool Hand Ange, and Jake Hager, and it would make sense for them to make the save against the Jericho Appreciation Society. And then the other person I thought it was Kyle O'Reilly, because I remember seeing him. I watched the AEW Unrestricted or whatever it's called, the little reality show that they have. I watched the first 2 episodes. And in either episode 1 or 2, I forgot which one, but Kyle O'Reilly appeared, and I was like, oh shit. I know he's been out with an injury. He did a little segment with Adam Cole talking about his concussion and injury and stuff like that. And it made me think like, oh shit, Kyle O'Reilly's ready to come back. He's going to align himself with Adam Cole against the Jericho Appreciation Society. And it turned out to be Roderick Strong, who I was completely floored. I was like, isn't he with WWE? Because no one really knew his status, right? Like, the last thing I remember reading about Roderick Strong is they have nothing for him. He's kind of nursing an injury or just kind of healing up. They don't know what to do with him. But apparently he was released in November and has just been out this whole time. And for him to kind of appear and debut with AEW, I think that was just a super cool surprise where no one expected it. I don't think any news report had oh yeah, Roderick Strong's backstage and he's ready to debut on Dynamite tonight. Nobody. So it was a legitimate surprise. And it was just really cool. It's really cool to see him in AEW. I haven't seen him anything that he's done. I just saw the debut segment. He's supposed to be facing Jericho in a Falls Count Anywhere match, I believe it is, on this upcoming Dynamite. I'll probably check that match out because that actually sounds pretty interesting. So that was a really cool thing to see. And the rest of the AEW stuff kind of centers around one CM Punk, where there's been a lot of reports lately where AEW is getting ready to announce another show. So on top of having Dynamite and Rampage, they're going to announce another show called AEW Collision. I know they have a huge announcement planned for Wednesday. What's being reported right now by a bunch of different sites is they want to launch a new show called AEW Collision They want to launch it on Saturdays, and it's supposed to be in the 8 to 10 time slot. So very interesting idea to have like a wrestling show on the weekend. With that happening on the weekend, it doesn't look like we're getting any more Saturday pay-per-views with AEW, which is unfortunate because I do like a nice Saturday pay-per-view compared to Sunday. So a little drawback there, but you know, that's nor here nor there. And the whole show is supposed to center around one CM Punk, who will be making his return, and that's going to be kind of his show. And that what's kind of been talked about is Dynamite's going to have a brand, Collision's going to have a brand, or a roster. They're going to have separate rosters, and they're not going to be exclusive. This is all hearsay. This is all like stuff I've read. So don't take this as like the gospel. But yeah, soft roster split, and CM Punk's supposed to be on Collision. That's supposed to be his show, and the Elite and stuff are supposed to be on Dynamite. And what's going on with Rampage, I have no idea. It just seems like an afterthought at this point. So I kind of like the idea of another big show for AEW. My whole thing, though, is with Collision. I don't remember if I talked about this in a previous episode or not when I talked about some wrestling stuff, but my whole thing with Collision is they want to center it around CM Punk. Oh, CM Punk's coming back. He's making his return. And this is going to be a show, and if you want to watch him, you're going to have to watch the new show, AEW Collision. That's cool, but if we rewind it back about a year's time, Punk in the past year has been injured twice. I'm not saying that he's injury prone or fragile. I'm just saying in the past year he's coming off two big injuries, a broken foot, and I forgot the other injury was. A bunch of controversy from the whole all-out brawl thing. And you're giving him like this show, and obviously he's a big draw, so it makes sense. But what if CM Punk gets hurt? What if he wrestles his next match and he gets hurt? Then what happens to Collision? Is it just dead in the water? Is there a backup plan for Collision if he gets injured? Because they're banking so much on launching Collision with the return of CM Punk. Obviously, he won't be probably wrestling for the first couple of weeks. He'll probably be like in-ring segments and promos and stuff. But what happens if he gets in the ring with whoever and he gets injured again? Then what happens with Collision? Is Collision just fucked? I don't know. So I hope he's coming back very healthy. And, I hope he's ready to carry the show. And I'm pretty excited for the split rosters because obviously AEW has just a ginormous roster. Like, my God, they're signing guys left and right. You know, in the past few months, we have the return of Jeff Hardy, Roderick Strong coming in, Jay White. I think there was someone else that got signed. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. It seems like every week someone is either returning or debuting. Fuck it, I forgot another thing that happened on a more recent episode of AEW Dynamite was the return of Thunder Rosa and Miro. Totally forgot about that. Yeah, they returned. They're just like, yeah, we're gonna go see Tony Khan. And there's another two people that we haven't seen in quite some time. And it'll be interesting to see what they do with the titles, because they have so many titles. Where does the world title go? Where does the tag titles go? The six-man tag titles, the international title, TNT title, like the women's titles. I don't know. We'll have to wait to see for the announcement. But very interested to see where AEW kind of goes from here. And I will say, even though all the stuff with CM Punk, I'm glad he's returning. And hopefully Collision is a big success. And then we got some WWE notes here. We talked about WrestleMania Backlash. Seemed like a good show. The other thing I got listed here is the draft. And man, poor NXT. Holy shit. They destroyed NXT. Took what? Three current champions. Took the women's champion, took the women's tag team champions, Grayson Waller, Cameron Grimes, Odyssey Jones. These are just a couple off the top of my head. But yeah, they really, really just sacked the NXT roster. God damn. Poor NXT roster. It's man, it just went to shambles so quickly. So yeah, there's a couple names on there. I'm kind of interested to see how they do on the main roster. First one would probably be Grayson Waller. He's got the mic skills. I think Miz is on Raw, and maybe he can kind of be the Miz of SmackDown. And it'll be interesting to see how he's positioned with guys like, obviously Roman's the top guy on SmackDown. Then another mic guy, you have like LA Knight. So it'll be interesting to see where Grayson kind of gets positioned there. And a couple other guys. JD McDonough got drafted to Raw. I just see him sinking like a rock. Now, I could be wrong, but one, he's on Raw. And Raw, I think, will just abuse him. So I don't think he's going to do too well. Actually, I just remembered another two people that got drafted to SmackDown. Pretty Deadly, one of my favorite tag teams. I would say in all of wrestling right now. Great tag team. I watched their little segment with the Brawling Brutes. That was pretty entertaining. I look forward to seeing what they got planned for them. I'm also interested to see what they're going to do with the tag titles, because this kind of leads into the next topic of the new world title being announced, where Raw's going to get their own world title. What happens with the tag titles? Is each brand going to get their own titles? How's that going to work? That really hasn't been mentioned. And I can see why, because, you know, you don't want to overshadow the world title, but I'm kind of interested to see what they do with the tag titles, because I would love to see Pretty Deadly become the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. I would love that. Hopefully they split the tag titles too, but we'll have to wait to see. But yeah, anyways, the last thing I got listed here is the new world title design. Not a bad looking title design, to be honest. It's way better than what I expected. I've mentioned this before, whenever WWE debuts a new title, I'm kind of worried. Because, not more so recently, because there's been some pretty good title designs or redesigns. It's, you know, a combination of the old World Heavyweight title, basically the WCW World title, combined with a giant WWE logo slapped in the center of it. It's not a complete ripoff of the WCW title, like they did create like a different design, but you can see it's heavily inspired by the World Heavyweight title. So I think it looks pretty cool. Very interested to see who's going to win it. Speaking of which, that whole tournament seems so fucking stupid, because you just have the draft, right? And then you have a tournament to crown a new world champion, and you're crowning it with SmackDown guys? What? That doesn't make any sense. Why do SmackDown guys get an opportunity to win a new world heavyweight title? You know, like, what the fuck? It made no sense to me. I couldn't believe it. So I just thought that was super weird. Like, I get you want to, you know, beef up the tournament and stuff. And the finals are going to be a good match, you know, AJ and Seth Rollins. But, you know, we kind of already know who's going to win the title, because Raw doesn't have a champion. SmackDown's got Roman Reigns. But the whole tournament as a whole just seems so fucking unimportant, because you have SmackDown guys, and SmackDown clearly isn't going to be winning the title. So yeah, super weird decision, but it's cool that they get another title, but I'm very interested to see what they do with the tag titles. So that is the wrestling report for this episode. I'll see if anything of interest gets mentioned between now and the next episode of Gangster Plays. I mean, there probably will be, especially for AEW. Of course, they have the big announcement coming up on Wednesday. So maybe we might talk about that on the next episode. We'll have to wait to see. And then we can just jump into the movies that I watched. I watched two movies. One was a rewatch and one was a first time for me. A movie I really wanted to watch because I've heard a lot of good things. So we're going to start out with the rewatch. And I rewatched The Punisher Warzone. I was on Netflix kind of looking for something to watch, and that was just something that it just kept popping up on my feed. And I was like, all right, you know, I really didn't have an interest. I've watched this movie like maybe once or twice before. Definitely once. I think I might have seen it a second time. But it's not a great movie. The Punisher is pretty interesting when it comes to live action stuff. You know, it's been a very weird ride where, you know, the first Punisher movie dates back to like the early 90s. With Dolph Lundgren, and that's a movie that like not a lot of people remember even happened. But yeah, there's a Punisher movie, I believe it was early 90s, with Dolph Lundgren. He played Frank Castle, the Punisher, and it's pretty weird. I've watched it once, really long time ago. I can't really tell you anything about it. And then they did the reboot in 2004, 2005, around there, with Thomas Jane. I actually really like that movie. That's probably one of my favorite Punisher portrayals. I really like Thomas Jane. I think he did a great job. And I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I do like that movie. And then we have Punisher Warzone, which we'll talk about here in a second. And then, we have the most recent Punisher portrayal being John Berthenol, who had his own Netflix show and was in the Daredevil Netflix show. And I gotta say, he's probably my favorite overall Frank Castle Punisher. I think he was just great. I think he's a fantastic actor, and I thought he really brought that character to life. But I really did like Thomas Jane's interpretation of Frank Castle, especially that little short film, Dirty Laundry. My God, if you have not seen that yet, it's on YouTube. It's free. It's like a 10-minute little short film of Thomas Jane reprising his role as Punisher. And I don't want to talk too much about it, but it's really good. Ron Perlman's in it. It's awesome. Highly recommend that one. And then we have this one here, which I think a lot of people forget about. Punisher Warzone. This came out in 2008 or 2009. Is starring Ray Stevenson, and I think he did a pretty good job. He had the good look for it. Like, he really looked like Punisher. If you were to visualize what Punisher looks like, I think he really brought it to life with the slick black hair and just his overall demeanor and stature. He was pretty awesome. I got to give it to him. But the movie as a whole is a different story. The movie kind of sucks. It sucks and it doesn't. It's kind of in a weird place where it is probably a bad movie overall, but it does have some good, fun parts to it. Especially the villain, Jigsaw, who's just fucking outrageous in the movie. He's awesome. Him and his brother, Looney Bin Jim. They're probably the best part of the movie. I would say Jigsaw's probably my favorite part of the movie. Very over the top. He seemed like he was having fun, and you could really tell. But yeah, overall the movie, it's kind of separate from the Thomas Jane movie. It has nothing to do with that. In this movie, Punisher's kind of established. He's been around for a couple years. And the story of the movie is during an attack of his where he's going after a bunch of mobsters and stuff, he accidentally kills a FBI agent who's undercover. He didn't know he was undercover because, he's undercover. He's pretending to be a mobster, so Punisher just thinks he's a bad guy. But he comes to find out that he was a good guy and he killed a good guy. And it really kind of eats him up. It makes him question everything where it's like, fuck, I fucked up. I killed one of the good guys. Because, as bad as Punisher kind of is, where he's killing the bad guys and stuff, he respects police because, he's a former, Marine and stuff. So he still has respect for them. But, he's doing the stuff that they can. He's killing criminals and stuff. So the fact that he ends up killing an innocent FBI agent who has a family of his own, and, he kind of becomes close with the family. And Jigsaw ends up going after the family because the FBI agent was an undercover in his group. And he was like, oh, fuck, the guy's dead. Well, I'm just going to take it out on his family. So that's really what the story's about. But yeah, overall, it's a pretty good movie. Good action. There's actually some very good action. A very bloody and gory. It's kind of everything you would want from a Punisher movie. Music was pretty good. Acting is okay. It's kind of hit and miss, to be honest. And I kind of like the story. The fact that he accidentally kills a good guy. And it really makes him question everything. So the movie's cast is as follows, starring Ray Stevenson, who portrays the Punisher, Dominic West, who portrays Jigsaw, Wayne Knight, I completely forgot he was in this movie. He, for those of you who watch Seinfeld, he was Newman, but in here he played Micro, who's basically just kind of a guy who helps out Punisher. And there was a couple other actors, but I wasn't too familiar with them, so. But yeah, overall, I think this was a pretty enjoyable watch. I would say it's at least a one-time watch. I would say it's like, you gotta check this out, watch it once, say you watched it, and then you kind of forget about it, that it even exists. And me even talking about it right now, you might even be like, what the fuck, there's another Punisher movie? I didn't know about this. And, you're probably in the same boat as a lot of people, so. I'm here to say it's not great, but it's not bad. It's very okay. There are some bad moments, but there are also some good moments. So it is somewhere in the middle. And if you are a Punisher fan, I'm a Punisher fan. It's a good portrayal. One of my personal favorite scenes is the last scene where he's walking with the cop and then he kind of does his Batman thing where he just disappears. And, the cop thinks he's talking to Punisher. And then, I don't want to spoil it. It's not a big, spoiler if I were to discuss it, but I just don't want to spoil it. But it's an awesome little scene. And it's very Punisher, I will say. So, yeah, I enjoyed this movie. Check it out if you have not watched it. Overall, not bad. Not bad at all. And then the other movie I watched, which is a movie that I've been wanting to check out for a while. And I've been waiting because I know this movie's pretty weird. And I was trying to get into the right headspace to watch it. I thought it was going to be more of a mindfuck, and at certain points it kind of is, but for the most part it's just very weird. And the movie I'm talking about is Everything Everywhere All at Once, which did really well at the Oscars. I believe it was the Oscars or Academy Awards, I don't remember which one. But there was some award show, and they fucking killed it. I think they won Best Picture and Best Actress. They won a lot of awards. And I've heard people talk about it, and it's like, whoa, this movie's fucking crazy, bro. It's such a trip. And I was like, okay. I can't just watch a movie like that, It's like, I gotta kind of brace myself. So I've been putting up this movie long enough. I want to check it out. So I watched it, and I gotta say, very, very interesting movie. One of the weirdest movies I've ever seen. It's pretty out there. It's pretty crazy and outrageous. A lot of weird stuff. This isn't the type of movie that you think would do well at the Academy Awards. When I think of an Oscar movie, I think of a slow drama. I don't want to say overacting, but very serious acting, emotional stuff. And this isn't really that. It has some moments, but I wouldn't really classify it as that, an Oscar-ish movie. When I saw that it won all these awards, I was just very weirded out because, the stuff that I had seen is googly eyes. I know it had to do with multiverses and stuff, and it's okay, that's kind of weird. I don't think that's up the Academy's wheelhouse, but whatever. But yeah, after watching it, it's very interesting. The cast of the movie is Michelle Yeoh. I might be butchering some of these names. I apologize if I am. Michelle Yeoh, who plays the mother, and she is very unlikable, to be honest. It's a very unlikable main character. She's a super huge bitch to her husband and her daughter and a bunch of the people around her. Just a very wicked person. But obviously she comes and sees the errors of her ways. And then you have Ki Yu Kwan. He plays the husband. He did a great job. I was surprised to find out that this guy is the kid from the Goonies. The Asian kid from the Goonies grew up, and that is who he became. I was like, holy shit. He was also in the Indiana Jones movie, but I didn't watch that, so when I think of him as a child actor, I think of the Goonies, and Goonies is a great movie. So we got Jamie Lee Curtis. She was good in the movie. She plays a person that works for the IRS. And then you have Stephanie Hugh, who plays the daughter, who plays a very big role in the movie, and James Hong, who plays Michelle Yeoh's father in the movie. And it was cool to see him. I've seen him in a couple things. The one that comes to mind is Seinfeld. Seinfeld, just a great show. And the Chinese restaurant episode, Cartwright, great episode of Seinfeld. But yeah, he played the waiter. I'm going to talk a little bit about this movie. I'm not going to go into it very in depth because I feel like this is one of those movies you do have to watch. But the movie revolves around Michelle Yeoh's character, who is a mother. She's married. The marriage isn't going too well. They own a laundromat and they want to expand their business and open another laundromat. There's some of this movie that is in Chinese. I believe it's Chinese. It could be Mandarin. I apologize. I think they were Chinese. Don't crucify me on that if I'm wrong. I apologize. I should have double checked. Most of it is in English, but there are parts that are in Chinese. I would say about 35% of the movie is in Chinese, maybe 30%. Majority of it is in English. There are some parts where there's obviously subtitles. But yeah, the story is Michelle Yeoh's character. I explained her stuff. She gets contacted by somebody to say that he's from a alternate universe, and she is the key to stop this great evil that's coming. And that's all I'll say about that. It has to do with multiverses, a lot of very weird multiverses. You know, one of my personal favorite ones was the Raccoon Chef world. Really liked that one. And the Hot Dog Finger world was very interesting. There's a lot of interesting scenes in this movie. There's one in particular, I'll just say the Rectile Award scene. I won't go any more in depth. That was a great scene. Really liked that one, especially the guy who just fucking jumped in slow motion, asshole wide open. That was fantastic. And it might sound like I'm making this up. Like, what the fuck? This won an award, like a very prestigious award. It did. And I'm right there with you. I'm fucking surprised as you are, because this is just a very strange movie. But yeah, overall, the story's pretty good. It's kind of hard to follow at some points. Beginning's a little bit slow, but it does pick up. There's a lot of good action. There's some good comedy bits. It's pretty funny. I don't know how you'd really describe this movie to somebody. You know, like when I talk about a movie, like Punisher, for example, would be like, hey, if you're looking for a decent little action movie, yeah, check out Punisher. Or you're looking for a good little comedy, yeah, check out this movie. But for Everything Everywhere All at Once, I don't know what you would have to be in the mood for. You would just have to be very open-minded. That's what I would say. Because it is such a fucking trip. Movie's about 2 hours and 20 minutes, I believe. Roughly around there. It does go by pretty fast because there's just constantly shit happening. Just crazy stuff. And yeah, like I said, I don't want to speak too much on it. It's just a very weird one. I did enjoy what I watched. I thought the music was good. I thought the story was pretty good. Acting was good. Cinematography, all that kind of fun stuff. All that like super nerdy cinema stuff that reviewers look for. It was all good. Like, it's a very well shot movie. Actually, part of the thing I was thinking about while I was watching this was like, God, this must have been a nightmare to fucking film. You watch some scenes because they kind of cross multiverses, and to like edit it together and even film where it's like, oh yeah, we're filming, if we're going through the alphabet, oh yeah, we're filming B, N, Y, and R. And it's like all out of order. It's fucking weird. You just gotta watch the movie. You gotta check it out. I'd say you gotta watch it at least once. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. If you watch it, let me know what you think in the comments section. And if you plan on watching it or watching it after I talked about it, let me know what you think in the comments section. It's a very interesting movie. I want to know your opinion, especially if you watched it, because it's like one of those movies where like you want to talk about it with people, where it's like, oh, what'd you think about this and this and this and blah 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 blah. So that's gonna be it for this episode of Gangsta Plays. Hope you guys enjoyed Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, my first experience with a Zelda game, and I would say very positive experience. Very happy with what I played. I thought it was quite enjoyable. As a newcomer to the Zelda franchise, someone who doesn't have any preconceived notion or any history with the game, like, I'm coming in pretty fresh, right? I do feel like I'm missing out on certain stuff, certain story beats from previous games, but for the most part, I think those can be filled in just by playing a little more. So I definitely look forward to playing this. You know, I say that quite often after an episode of Gangsta Plays, where it's like, oh, you know, I do want to play more after the recording and stuff. But no, to be honest, this does seem like a game that I want to sink my teeth into. So I'm definitely going to try and play some of this, and, you know, we can talk about it in the next episode. But I'll say, from what I played, I really enjoyed the game. That is going to be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Gangsta Plays. Look forward to the next episode, episode 312, where we are going to play something. I think I know what we're going to play. I think I got something planned already. I might change, but, you know, we'll get to that when we get to it. But, yeah, keep up with everything that's going on the channel. I finally put out that figure video for the month of April, so in case you missed that, go check it out. It's quite a long one, but I showed off a bunch of cool stuff. Other than that, I'm going to be getting back into South Park and Gotham Knights. I'm still going through my little procrastination phase, slowly breaking out of that shell. So hopefully I'll have some South Park or Gotham Knights up very, very soon. So look forward to that. And yeah, I think that should be it for me. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Look forward to the next episode. I'll catch you guys next time. And until then, guys, peace out.